what's up guys, it's Kelly, and today's Top 5 Wednesday is supposed to be the top 5 books you didn't get to in 2017 that you want to prioritise in 2018. But like with last week's topic, that's already something I covered in my 2018 New Year's resolutions book tag thing that I did last week. So instead we're going to do one of the older topics again, which is swoon-worthy book boyfriends and girlfriends from when you were younger. I've kept this to books that I read sort of pre-high school, because I think that a lot of the guys in books that I read in high school I'm still kind of swooning over. So I'm keeping this with the books I read when I was a little younger. So let's get into those book boyfriends, because I had a lot. First up is Lucien from the Stravaganza series. This isn't actually his book was City of Masks, but he does appear in the other books. Stravaganza is an amazing series. I've spoken about it before on my channel. I love it so much. Lucien was just this character that I absolutely fell in love with. He was a boy who was dying of leukemia, I think, and he got transported to this magical world of Stravaganza, and he was just the most amazing character, like intelligent and kind and sweet and interesting and just the right amount of broody, and he was everything that my 11-year-old heart wanted. Next up, let's face it, everyone was in love with Harry Potter. This is specifically a younger book boyfriend for me, because now I look at these books and I'm like, there are so many guys that I would rather be with than Harry. When I was like between the ages of 10 and 13, I was hardcore team Harry. Like, I thought I was gonna marry Daniel Radcliffe. I was big on Harry Potter. Now of course I look at him and I'm like, wow dude, how does that much ego fit inside such a small person? But you know what? Back then I loved him. He was a hero. Next up I have two characters from the Twilight universe. Firstly, Edward Cullen, of course. I was hardcore team Edward. I had a jacket that said team Edward. I was like so team vampire, team Edward, vampire obsessed, vampire everything when I was like 12 years old. I loved him. I loved Robert Pattinson. I wanted that like dark, broody guy who apparently could bite my neck and drink my blood. I don't know why I wanted that like dark, broody, mysterious guy. And now I'm like, dude, just chill out and take a Xanax. And the other character from the Twilight universe that I was hardcore into was Alec from the Volturi. I think this was just because I had a big crush on the guy that played Alec in the movie. Damn guys, I loved Alec. I can't even tell you why. It must have just been because I really liked the guy who played him in the movie, and I really liked the way he was played in the movie. Because, I mean, he doesn't actually play that much of a role in the books. After I watched him in the movie, I did really like him in the books. Every time he appeared with Jane, I was like, you poor thing, you're obviously just bad because your sister is so evil. Like, you're not that bad a guy. Like, now I'm like, yeah, he was still a pretty bad guy. Regardless of whether or not his sister was more evil than him, like, he was still not a great guy. And lastly, pretty much everyone from the Crazy 8 gang in Spud, but particularly Simon. I was such a Simon girl. Like, all the other girls were like Spud, Rambo, and I was just like Simon. I think it's because at the time I was really like into cricket players, and Simon was like an all-star amazing cricket player. That was probably it. All the Crazy 8 boys are like my babies, but especially I really wanted to date Simon. So those are the top 5 book boyfriends that I swooned over when I was younger. A couple of others almost made the list. Noah Shaw, but then I was like, you know what, I am still like dying to read The Becoming of Noah Shaw, because I am hardcore there for Noah. So I figured he didn't really make the cut for younger, because even though I fell in love with him when I was like 15, I'm still there for that. So he didn't really count. And yeah, a couple of others that, like Percy Jackson as well, I was so into when I was like 11. But then I read Heroes of Olympus again. Then I started reading Heroes of Olympus when I was like 17, and suddenly Percy was 17 as well, so I just carried on perving over him. And Logan Lerman was like 20 when he was in the movie, so I can still perv over that Percy. So my love of Percy Jackson, basically what I'm saying, is never going to end. So yeah, those characters for that reason couldn't make it into this video, although they definitely count as book boyfriends I had when I was sort of between the ages of 10 to 15. Let me know who your book boyfriends were when you were younger. I think it's really interesting to hear things like this. Honourable mention goes to Robbie from the Georgia Nicholson books, because damn, I was in love with him. Yeah, let me know who your book boyfriends or girlfriends were in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!